Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. And if you are new, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button down below and turn the bell on so you don't miss any of the content coming from this channel. So today we are going to be doing our first April paycheck. So this is actually really exciting for me because this is my first paycheck from my new job. So I'm really excited to share with y'all how we're going to be using this money during this time. But before we get into that, I first want to share something else really exciting with y'all. So, as you may or may not know, I do have an Etsy store. The link is always in the description. Also, as a YouTube fam member, you get to go ahead and use a coupon for 15% off of your total purchase from my shop. The code is YouTube fam. I'll have it on the screen for you right here. But that gets you 15% off anything from my shop. And y'all, I'm so excited to announce that we have launched stickers in the shop. So my fiance and I actually teamed up because they're a great graphic designer. And we've made these really cute stickers of our little chonk, our little kitty. Let me see if it will focus for you here. So there it is. This is the 002 pack, which is Rye has the zoomies. And this is the 001 pack, Rise Double Chin. And y'all, I love how these came out. So my fiance designed these fully by hand and then in Adobe Illustrator, and then I printed and cut them out with our Cricut. So these are fully made at our home, and I would love if y'all could give us some support on these, and as well as these adorable stickers. I also do sell this planner kit in my Etsy store, so with that you get your monthly budget sheet and 4 paycheck sheets, and that's a digital download, so you can print it in your own home and do whatever you want with it. And I also sell a plethora of cash envelopes, so I'll give you a little look-see at those right here. So these are all the cash envelopes available in my shop. I'm just going to show you them all right here. As well as, of course, the original pack, which is the ones I use, which are these really cute custom cat envelopes. So, without further ado, let's move on to this April paycheck number 1 budget. Alrighty, so similarly to my monthly budget, I actually did go ahead and kind of decide where I wanted to put most of the money off camera beforehand, but also that was with my estimated amounts, and I actually ended up getting a little more money than I expected, which is always a lovely thing. So I'm going to go ahead and write in our income right here. So from my job, so I'm going to put, I got to take this off here, y'all, lefty problems. That's why I love the Happy Planner, because you can just rip it right out. So I'm going to go ahead and put our main, so that's my main source of income, which is my full-time job. I actually got $1,381.26, and I was budgeting to get about $1,320, so not super off, but an extra $61 is always a pleasant surprise. Then I also did receive some extra money from my dad. And so part of this is some money that I do usually get, and then part of it was he sent us a little extra money to get some takeout this weekend because I usually get a meal with him, but obviously with everything going on, we cannot go to eat. So that was really sweet of him. But so this is our total incoming money for this month. The only thing this is not including is some sales from my Etsy store. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for calculating that money into my budget. For now, pretty much all of it is going back into the store so that I can build up my product line and all of that, but eventually I will talk to you all about how that's going to work into my budget. But for now, this is what we're working with. So our budgeted total of income was $1370.77. So that would have been my check plus that $50 I was expecting. But our total actual income for this paycheck is, I'm going to use my calculator with y'all, is $1,471.26. So that's exciting. That's actually just about $100 more than we were expecting. So, woohoo! Alrighty, so then let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is basically decide what we want to do with this $100. I'm actually thinking I might leave it as a remainder, which I know I always budget to 0, but my fiance is actually out doing our 2-week grocery shop right now, and I don't know if we're going to go over because we have to shop at some different stores than usual due to the whole situation right now. So I think I might actually leave it as rollover, and so it's just kind of in the account for any little emergencies. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do what I was expecting to do with my money and then keep a remainder of $100. So let me know what you're doing with unexpected money right now. And again, if we don't end up using it, that's just something that can go towards debt at the end of the month. So let's get into bills. So if you watch my monthly budget, you'll know that I dated out my bills so I know which ones have to come from which paycheck. So the bills that I'm putting here are all things that are coming out of this paycheck. So the first one is Canva, which is my Canva Pro subscription. So this seems really high, but this is actually how much it costs for the year, the $119.40, which is the actual amount. But I am starting a cash envelope, a sinking fund for that, so that next year I won't have to pay that all up front. Next is my gym payment, and that is going to get $13.90. Again, I don't need to pay that. I could suspend it right now, but my gym is actually paying all of their trainers and employees while they're closed, which I really am really happy about and really respect, so I want to be able to help them out as much as I can. Alrighty, my next bill is my Planned Parenthood donation, which I give them $10 every month because I really respect the work that they do and how much they work for women especially, so we love, and I like to just give them a little donation. I am hoping in the future to be able to bump it up. I've been doing this since I was in college, so for now we're keeping it at that 10. Then I'm going to pay half of our electric out of this check, and our electric, I budgeted 20 and I am going to put 20 away. Basically by the next check I'll know exactly how much we need to pay for that, but that we guesstimate about $40 a month. Usually it's a bit under, especially in the non-summer months. Once those ACs get in, we get higher up, obviously, but for now that's that. Next is, I'm going to put Wi-Fi. It's like our cable bill, but we only have internet, so it's basically Wi-Fi. And I'm going to put $8.75 to that because that is half of the bill. Next is student loans. So my loans are not due yet, but I'm starting to pay them off. And if you didn't see my last video, or not my last video, but a couple videos ago, I made a huge payment on one of my private student loans, and so I want to get that paid down ASAP. So I'm going to put $300 total this month, so $150 from each check into that account to pay it down. And I'm going to put $400 towards rent from this check. So let's go ahead and add this all up. So we have 119.4 plus 13.9 plus 10 plus 20 plus 875 plus 150 plus 400, which is 722.05, which is what I was expecting. I'm going to put it right down here. So with the bills, I go ahead and put the actual in. The only time I wouldn't is things with that are variable, like electric. On the next check will probably be different. But the actual column I won't fill out for cash envelopes until actually next paycheck's budget. So I'll check in with that with y'all. I also am going to check in with y'all about what's left in our cash envelope. So I'm actually going to do that now before we move into the cash envelope category. So we have decided we're not going to take cash out for this paycheck just because of the whole situation in the world right now. So the cash that is left in these cash envelopes, I'm thinking I'm just going to leave in there. And then after we start taking cash out again, we'll decide what to do with the money. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any suggestions for where I should put this money. But our grocery envelope has $12 in it. And that's actually because I picked something up for my mom with our grocery budget and then she paid me back. So that's in there. Our household budget has nothing. Our fun budget has a 20. My personal spending has 32. That actually I should put back in the bank after because I've definitely bought stuff online. I don't think I've spent the whole $32, but I've bought packages, especially for the Etsy business that would come out of my personal for now. So that's probably just going to go back into my checking account. And toiletries has a 20 in it as well. So let me know again if you think I should move these into sinking funds or just leave it in there for whenever we're able to take cash out again for our next budget. But for now, I'm just going to leave it in here. And that's what was left over. But so I am still going to put our budgeted for cash envelopes. It's just going to be coming out of an electronic system. So and this is for the next 2 weeks, mind you, because I get paid bi-weekly. So for groceries, we have $150 budgeted. And we'll see what we end up spending. I'll check in with you all about that on the next cash envelope video. It feels weird to call them cash envelopes, but I'm following the same budget. Household gets 30. It's a weird 3. I don't know why I wrote it like that. Toiletries gets 40. Ooh. Fun gets $60, and that's mainly used for eating out. We try to eat out once a week right now, like for dinner, just because we can't really go out and just like grab a coffee or anything like that. And then our personal spending envelopes get $80, so that's $40 to each of us because it's $20 per week. So that's what's budgeted, and we'll see what we spend and when I check in with y'all at the next paycheck. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and total all these up now. So this is $150 plus $30 plus $40 plus $60 plus $80, which is $360. So that's our budgeted cash envelope amount, and I won't fill that actual in. Oop, you can't see. Won't fill that actual in until after the money is spent. And so before we move into our sinking funds, I'm going to go ahead and see where we're at with how much money we have left from our check. So I'll take our actual income amount, which is $1,471.26, and I'm going to minus out our bills, which is $722.05, and then minus out the $360, and that leaves us with $389.21. So that's what our budgeted savings amount is. And so, like I said, I figured out off camera how much money I wanted to put into each sinking fund from this check, and I think I'm going to do the same. Might change a couple things around and then go ahead and keep the rest as just buffer money. So kind of like a miscellaneous, because that's something we wanted to add in eventually anyway. So I'm going to quickly write these categories and then come back to you because you don't want to see me do that again. Alrighty, so I'm back, and so we're going to go ahead and start writing amounts in. So I was budgeting $50 to go to my savings account, and that's going to be digital anyway in the bank. For car, I'm putting $40. For Christmas, it's getting $13. Gifts is getting $10. Rye, oh, I skipped travel. Travel is getting $10. Rye is getting $15. Future baby is getting $10. Canva, I'm going to skip debt for now. Canva is getting $5. Dates is getting $5. New apartment is getting $30. Weddings I put $0, but now that I have some extra money, maybe I'll put a little bit in there. So we'll skip it. Emergency fund is getting $100. And so I'm going to go ahead and subtract this all out from the $389 and see what we're left with, and then make some decisions. So minus 50, minus 40, minus 13, minus 10, minus 10, minus 15, minus 10, minus 5, minus 5, minus 30, minus 100. So we have 101.21 left over. Okay, so with the 101.21 left over, I think what I'm going to do is throw $5 to wedding just so it's not getting nothing from this check. And I'm going to go ahead and give debt $10 because, again, I'm already making that $150 student loan payment. And if you're new to my channel, the only debt I have is student loans. And I actually haven't even been graduated for 6 months yet, so the payments haven't kicked in. So I'm just going to throw it $10. And so then let's minus that $15. And so that leaves me with $86.21, and that's going to be rollover. So that's miscellaneous. That's for if I need to pick up some stuff for the Etsy shop, because I'm really trying to grow that, which means buying some product ahead of time. That can be if groceries go over. That can be any unexpected expenses. So just good to have a little bit of a buffer for me right now. Again, typically I like to budget to $0, but right now things are changing a little, so it feels good to leave some rollover for me. Don't have the intention to spend it, but it's there if we need it. So again, thank you so much for budgeting with me. I'm really excited to see how this works for us this check. Since we can't take the physical cash out, it'll be interesting to see if it's way easier for us to overspend, which I think it will be if we are not diligent about it. So crossing our fingers, we can stick to this budget. If you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate your support. And let me know down in the comments below what your paycheck budgets are looking like. Are you still receiving your full paycheck, or has your job situation changed because of everything going on? Really just like to give each other some support and some advice down in the comments below. And again, if you have not checked out my Etsy store, please go give it a look at. Check out these really cute planner stickers that we launched and some of our cash envelopes. Y'all always get 15% off with the code YouTubeFam at checkout, and I'd love to see some of my lovely subscribers using things from my shop because I really, really enjoy making the products for you. I will see you all very, very soon. Budget on and have a great day. Goodbye!